What an amazing, crazy week we just got, everybody. How is everybody doing? We're live. Oscar here, and there's just so much to talk about, everybody. I think I'm ready. Are you? For what's going to end up being. I mean, this one was crazy to say the least. There's a lot of things that occurred. A lot of people, everybody, are watching. That's one of the best things I love, man. We got in the chat the poll. Which one? What's what you're looking at? What degen plays you're getting in? What money you are buying? What is happening? That's what I want to discuss with you, everybody. A lot of surprises, a lot of big breaking surprises we're seeing. It's a time for us to have a conversation. Many people are excited and happy. And whenever you least expect, you can always have an amazing 100% up, 10x or more. And that's the same reason why not only people, retail, but institutional money is watching. We had earlier this week a lot of things going on with Kraken. I thought it was going to be it. Then the next day, Binance, CC. Now we're seeing what are the things that CC might be facing forward sometime in prison. Hopefully not, but that's on the table that I've seen. $175 million, something that we saw in the live. And as we get closer to the end of the week, the one and only Terra, Luna, Classic, and USDC exploding and letting everybody see that they're still in the game. Cronos holders, Crypto.com fam, XRP, Shiba Inu, so many other tokens. Everybody, how is everybody doing tonight or this morning, whatever you guys are watching us from? Go ahead and smash the like button, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells. It's time for us to have a conversation because for sure, I think more people are looking into crypto right now. That is positive. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I think everyone is just getting ready for the bags. Why? Well, because from everything that I'm seeing, over 90% chance for us to get a Bitcoin ETF approval. BlackRock, then we're going to do ARK, then we're going to do so many more, right? It's just Franklin, there you go. And other ones that are, of course, in the on the table. Ethereum approval of ETFs as well, Spot, that's also on the table. We have pending CPI data, pending FOMC. And I think what we're seeing on the screen, it's just kind of crazy, you know, that you can do that in one day or so because people are ready with money in their hands. So I love to see this, guys. We're seeing it. I knew it was going to happen. We have all of these gainers, all of these ones that in the crypto gaming sphere, blockchain, stacks, maker, compound, right? When it comes to lending and borrowing for all tectonic holders, there's hope people are buying that kind of category. Then we have, you know, I'm going to show you this, guys. Cryptosaurus, I think this is a great lesson for people because you can always make money now in crypto, even when you are not really into the project so much, because this is a degen play. So you can make a lot of money with degen plays. LUNC, USDC might be a degen play for some people. And I think you can see that you can really make some delicious money with that one, guys. This is where we're heading. I'm so happy to tell you that days ago we put the highest price Bitcoin in all 2023. This week we had the highest price Bitcoin history in 2023. We had CC finally caught $4.3 billion Binance plus hundreds of millions of dollars. So he obviously is not gonna go and face more charges. Kraken sued. Crypto.com clean, that's another one that we talked in detail, and a lot of people liked it, right? I made an opinion about why I think it's not going to be sued. There's obviously a lot of people thinking about it, but it's good that we can, you know, share our views. We're heading in the right direction, guys. Things are going to get crazier. What are you supposed to do? Like I mentioned in a video about Shiba Inu, why going all in? Well, because then when are you going to do so, right? When things are green all the way, all of a sudden? Like, let me show you. USDC, guys, 200%. And take a look at the volume. 1,000% volume in the last 24 hours for LUNC. There's so many people in this community. I really want to give shout out to Diamond Hands because I've seen, I don't know if you guys, but I've seen many former LUNC moon boys that they cannot withstand the pressure or the prices and they leave. But this one has been steady, and I do respect that a lot. I do respect that a lot. And of course, CRO. So let everybody know you're here in the chat. Questions, comments, what's going on, Incognito Arturo, and the rest. Happy to see you all, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. The title of this video, Huge News Live, so obviously it's been a crazy week, I think, overall, from the whole beginning of the week that happened with Kraken. That tells me that the SEC, the Department of Justice, that tells me that the United States government, they're always looking for where to make money from institutional players. Better said, the private sector, right? They get tired of taxing the taxpayers and they're like, okay, who is not following the law? Them. Let's go ahead and issue some big fines and then you let them pay us and that's it. That's how they get the most of the money. Sad but true. Now, if crypto.com was doing something illegal at this time, I'm sure that the effort, the team behind the United States government would have already caught up to them. But that hasn't happened, meaning even I see the price of CRO at this level, I'm sure that they are already following all the law to the best of their abilities, so they're not called by the SEC or the CFTC. That's a positive one. Binance suffered a lot, and this is the best chart to demonstrate that. This has been a crazy week for Binance, right? That's the best word I can use for this one. From $271 all the way to let's bring it to $20, and right now it's $231 as you're still right now on the screen on top. Will Binance go up? Well, of course, I think long term, yes, they now have a new CEO. So it's just going to take a while. And well, eventually, projects like LUNC are helping, they're being helped by all the burns that Binance is doing. So that is really good. A lot of people are still looking for CC, right? I have on the thumbnail, CC and Chris Marsalek because, we had some pretty interesting tweets from Chris with respect to Binance, what happened. And we talked about it as well in the videos, how in the past, Binance was poking the bear, not only in crypto.com, but also FTX. Now that the coin is flipped, now it's on their side to receive the judgment and criticism. We see some words obviously referencing to Binance case from Chris Marsalek's account. And that was pretty cool and interesting. Regulation and compliance is basically what's going to end up being the ultimate factor to have a place where people can come and get their digital assets safely following the law. That's it. So you want to do things right. I understand that Binance, of course, wanted to get ahead, make the most money, and achieve what they have done. But at what cost? I'm sure that once we have a next bull market, when I see a bunch of these exchanges and tokens doing really well, and similar to what Cryptosaurus said, Degen plays, crazy stuff. You can always make some Degen plays, crazy money, and in the world of crypto. And I love that, guys. So it's really good. Really, really happy to see that, because having 1,000% in just the last 24 hours, it's just crazy, guys. Look, Terra Luna Classic It's right next to Dogecoin, right next to BUSD. It's in position maybe 15 or so. So obviously, a lot of people buying LUNC position 81. Remember that it was about 40, 50 roughly that I remember once it became classic. So a lot of people watching. And, I got to tell you, still the views coming hard on YouTube, meaning there's plenty of people who support and want to see this project succeed, whether it's going to go to $1 or not, or 1 cent or not. I think as long as it continues going to the 3 Series 1 or 2 Series 1, that's going to be enough to get everyone in that army happy, right? So pretty happy, pretty excited for that one. I'm going to go ahead and show you the bubbles. And I think it's clear. Go ahead and get us a little bit smaller because you guys don't have to see me. I always like to show this one every single week because it kind of portrays a great representation of what's going on in our space. And now we no longer see Cronos. We still see FTX. That's pretty insane. How in the world FTX is doing it, I don't know. Because I mean it's in FTX, Solana, and Terra Luna Classic. That's what happened. You have FTX pumping, if you remember. You have Solana, then you still have LUNC and Terra Luna. So because of FTX is trying to come back, it's bringing all of the tokens that took them down once they were crashing. And those are the tokens that are doing now pretty decent at this moment. CRO in the last week, we have negative 2.8%. If you go to the month, we are still green, actually. The month is green for most of the crypto. And I do applaud to that. Look, three-digit pump for FTX, and we have 60% for Cronos, right? So, and cast by 164. So, I mean, there's a lot of things right now in the day. Only a few of them doing decent. So, it's exciting, everybody. Look, just from looking at this, I know that Quant, I know that Cronos, I know that Link, ApeCoin, Bitcoin, most of them, but are red, guys, are going to do extremely well in this upcoming bull market. So the best recommendation as a friend, not financial advice, is once you see them red, that's when you attack. And that's what I've been saying for a long time, right? Now, in this case, you see 61% of people are going crazy and excited. Let me show you. In the past, I always like to comment on the burns because that's really what matters at the end of the day for community tokens and projects like this ones, right? Not necessarily meme coins, but that they have suffered a lot. We have Binance as 50% of all the burns. So obviously nobody come even close to what Binance has done in the billions, right? So that is good. Lunatics, Max Global, and other different exchanges. So for LUNC to do something, and I've said it in the video I made today, I've said it. I'm not expecting Terra Luna Classic to hit $100 and plus. You're going to see a lot of videos on YouTube talk about that. Similar to Cronos. So I'm right now mixing a little bit of everything, guys. By the way, I have a poll in the chat. Let me know what you guys looking like. I clearly see that whoever's winning is Cronos with 43% out of 140 votes. So obviously we have a lot of the crowd I'm here watching, and I appreciate you guys. This couldn't be possible without any of you. So thank you so much for being here. Now, if you watch Cronos, if you watch XRP, if you watch Shiba Inu, if you watch Terra Luna Classic, we're all in this together. That sounds corny, sounds cheesy, I know, but most of us understand that we have such a huge advantage with so many more millions of people that are not even in crypto. So what I'm trying to say is, whether you're LUNC today, or you were Cronos 2 weeks ago, or you were XRP 2 months ago, about August or so, we're all making money from crypto, and it's just gonna be a great party for you to celebrate once we get the approvals. That's what matters. The approvals of the ETFs from some Bitcoin maxis, they don't like it, but because they say that goes against everything that we know about Bitcoin. We don't need Bitcoin ETF approvals. Point is, if gold has gold futures and approvals of ETFs, because that's the way people want to buy them, you're not going to stop them from creating a Bitcoin ETF approval. That's the way it is, guys. Therefore, as the popularity of Bitcoin increases, there must be a product in an ETF form for whom? For institutions to buy. That's the reality. Institutions are going to drop a big load of money. And as more people are getting in, welcome, guys. I've mentioned earlier this week how it's crazy that Oscar Ramos, I cannot fathom, right? I cannot comprehend how people have these huge predictions for Bitcoin per se. But this week I've learned that, you know what? $1 million per Bitcoin sounds insane. But in 2013, Bitcoin did 20x from $1,000 to $20,000. That is 20x. If we do 20x from $50,000, that is $1 million. Can that happen? People say, well, the diminishing return, it's going to make it really, really, really difficult, right? Well, but remember that back in the day when we did the 20x, we didn't have asset under management in trillions coming in. We didn't have partnerships and countries accepting Bitcoin. We didn't have many of the partnerships and collaborations and the openness to crypto. If you add to all of that, what stopped us from reaching well over $100,000? What do you guys think? Because in my opinion, we could see a scenario where there's going to be first world countries deciding whether to use their nation, their national token, their national currency per se, or Bitcoin. And there's going to be other different cryptos and digital assets that are going to be inside that pool of options, right? And there's a lot of people saying, could XRP be one of them? Because, bringing XRP right now into the conversation, I am beyond surprised how I see videos or content saying that XRP can reach $10,000. Am I the only one? I see videos that say XRP is going to go to $10,000 in my world. Like, how can you even justify that? Well, there's a reason behind it, and people get very close, very detailed with it. And I'm like, oh my Lord, like really. Cardano too as well. Chris, thank you for pointing Cardano. So Bitcoin, we get to $1 million. Obviously, where will that put the price of XRP? Where will that put the price of Cronos? If you've been watching the content I produce, thank you. But what is the price prediction I always tell you about Cronos? $1. I've said $2. Obviously, it's going to happen. Obviously, sounds super easy to understand. But I think none of us in reality can visualize once we see those prices in real life. Because I can show you something here on TradingView, and you can tell me, yes, Oscar, that sounds amazing. Let's go. Let's scroll. Let's go XRP. Let's go to the moon, right? Yes, nice. But seeing it in real life kind of feels like the same way when I saw Bitcoin running with no stop back in 2020, 2021, when I was starting in crypto. And I'm like, so is this supposed to be the crypto just going up? I remember having those conversations with some of my stock friends. And I'm like, okay, why is it not stopping? Why is it not stopping? And this was just a different place back then, right? Now, we have an interesting point here. Why? Let me drink a little bit. Cheers to everybody, because I drink a lot of water. By the way, if you didn't watch my Cronos video, surprise! We got some pillows. There's the Bitcoin pillow, and this one is the special one. Are you ready? Kaboom! Dude, we got the Crow payload too. So excited. I'm getting ready my portfolio, everybody. I'm getting ready for the long lives too. Bitcoin pillow. What am I missing? I think I'm missing an XRP pillow. I need to get an LUNC pillow. I need many, many more pillows, everybody. I got them from Etsy. They're not that expensive. And I bought more stuff, stickers and so, trying to support people and of course getting more my station here. I'm really, really excited. Welcome from Francisco. Happy to see you. Kelvin, Incognito, Richard, Dogecoin Pillow. There you go. There you go. Appreciate that a lot. So, guys, don't forget to smash like button. Let's get more people in the chat as we're speaking the truth and what I think is going to happen, in the future. So, where was I? The predictions, right? Seriously, oh, yes, I just remember. In 2020, we had the pandemic. A lot of quantitative easing. They pour in money, fiat. Go ahead and get crazy, right? Now, that's not happening. But now it's once again the exercise of pouring money, but not from the United States government, but from the private sector. That's the difference. But here's the difference. Oh man, I've been saying that so much. The United States government poured what? Last time I remember, 5 to 7 trillion or so during the pandemic because it was so much need. You remember? Right here, I mean, the number can be wrong or not. Don't quote me on that, but it was trillions of dollars that the United States government poured in all the kind of help during the pandemic, right? The stimulus and all of that, you remember. Just in the US, FY. Well, here we have BlackRock worth trillions of dollars. We have Franklin, we have Vanguard, we have so many other different ETFs or potential players bringing trillions over 10 plus, 17. I remember that was one of the numbers that I was reading. A lot more money. That's how much they're worth. And if they're saying yes to a Bitcoin ETF, well, it means that for sure all of those accounts that they have are now going to be open and able to have a choice into buying a Bitcoin ETF. And that's going to inject so much money. And that's going to help everybody to have a delicious bull cycle for 2025 and 6. Why? Well, let's go to this ones. This number right here, 1.43, eventually one day, I am sure my eyes will witness $10 trillion. $10 trillion. Yes, I'm not kidding. So $10 trillion for the global crypto market cap, that sounds like Bitcoin is going to be roughly 5.5 or so. Then the rest is going to be all about Ethereum, XRP, could be Binance, Cardano, Solana, or we could have even crypto.com as well. But we're looking into passing easily at that point 500 million crypto users easily. 500 million. So we could have 500, 600, 750 million crypto users with accounts and everything on chain. So we're looking at the next level, right, of where we're heading, and even possibly the first billion people plus. So 10 trillion, that's where things are heading. I mean, I'm easily saying by the end of the century, by the end of the decade, right, by the end of the 2020s, we are roughly 6 years from there. By the end of 2020s, that's going to be 2030. In 6 years, you and I are going to witness one bull market and one bear market. So we are ending the 4-year cycle in 2024. Then you add another 4. That's a bull market and a bear market. And we are in the accumulation phase of 2030. So you're looking at one bull market, one bear market, and one accumulation phase. That's what's spending for this decade. I just told you right now. I literally just told you. So if you are like, Oscar, I couldn't get all my positions right. I couldn't add a lot of Crow when it was 5 cents. I couldn't add a lot of Bitcoin when it was, I don't know, $15,000. Then let me tell you, my friend, sadly but true, now you will have to accumulate Bitcoin roughly around $40,000 at the bottom of this upcoming bull market. That's the reality, right? So you might be actually buying the bottom or the next bull market, because we might go extremely high, passing the six figures for sure. And there it is. That's how fast these things is gonna get crazy and insane. It's true. So we are looking into long-term positions, and that's what I mean about long-term, everybody. It will get pretty insane. That's for sure. What's good, Oscar? Definitely we're ready for the next 2 years. It's going to be a lot of moon once we get a real leadership. What's going on, Luke? Happy to see you here. Welcome. Dogecoin pillow for sure. When would you think Bitcoin will reach 50,000? 50,000 can be by the end of 2023 or in the spring of 2024 if we are heading at the pace that I'm looking at, because Bitcoin halving, we should be looking Bitcoin halving in April 2024. So as halving approaches, guess what? By then, we might already have our Bitcoin ETF approvals set up and ready. That means already 50, 60,000, right? Like, no kidding. What's going on, Agent? Happy to see you. Good evening, Benny. Welcome. I'm obviously aware that we might have a lot of contractions and sell-offs and falls and retracements, right? You should be aware of that, of many different tokens. Welcome to the new subscribers. You should know that by now. 200% for USDC is unreal. Kind of feels like that. Terra Classic USD with 2,000% volume 24 hours. Right now, it has calmed down a little bit. When I made the video earlier today, it was 5,000. You saw it on the video, some of you. Then it went to 4,000 immediately. So that is a price we haven't seen literally. Oh, man, way. Oh, my. I need this. Wait. Weekly. Oh, really? I cannot go further. Wait. USDC. I'm on Binance, right? I'm on Binance and I cannot. Okay, let's do KuCoin. I'm sure KuCoin has some. There you KuCoin never fails, right? KuCoin never fails. Shout out to KuCoin. Wow. That's how powerful the USDC pump was. And look, this was the USDC pump when everything started to get bad for LUNC, because at that point the price had already collapsed completely. So this was collapsing and then it pumped, and this was the pump for USDC and LUNC that brought everybody like, no way can we bring this back to the price back normal, right? So it's been, let me show you. Where's my ruler? Here's my ruler. It's been 294 days since USDC was this price. About a year. So shout out to USDC, guys, for doing that. It means, guys, that people are looking into projects and they just want to pump them up. And that was a lot of money. That was some serious money. I mean, you're looking into $500 million. $500 million. That's how much whales have at their disposal right now. Now, why am I saying that? Well, because if you come here to CoinMarketCap, let's go to the volume. Typically, you have your billions of on these three, right? Stable coins and so, but this is a new one. So you're looking at 300 and 400 million dollars right now in just volume. That's for LUNC, but this might be here or not because I don't think it's top 100 anymore. It might be in position 2. Might be here. Here it is. I knew it. It has a higher volume than LUNC. It has a higher volume than 214%. That could be the highest, obviously, in the second page. So there's some other different ones that we're pumping to. So, I mean, I know that the community at LUNC is tight. It's together. Mr. Diamond Hands for sure. It is the one that I want to give the most shout out. You know me, right? I haven't been like every single day talking about LUNC, but I know the community is one of a kind. The community at from LUNC, it's one that they suffered everything. They suffered a lot, me included, because I was one of those who bought LUNC on Gemini when it was like $1 or so, and it was going super, super, super down. And I was like, I'm sure it's gonna maybe stop somewhere at $1. It was a time when nobody knew what was going on, and it went all the way to like 3 zeros, 4 zeros, 5 zeros, and then from there, everybody's like, no way, this is over, right? Then from there, LUNC started getting attention, but by then you already had trillions of tokens, and that's the same dilemma, right? Similar to Shiba Inu, you gotta burn, you gotta get help, you gotta build, you gotta develop. It takes a while, it takes forever. So whoever is very serious about this token, I am giving you my most sincere opinion about this project. LUNC, Terra Luna Classic, and USTC have a very difficult path forward to be back to the level they were. Josh, I'll be there with you just a second, brother. Thank you. But it is not impossible to make money with them. That's the difference, and I love it. That's important. So I'm really happy that we are seeing such kind of help, such kind of boom, and I love it. Josh, welcoming 5 new members to the channel. Thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. We got Incognito, P-Trax, Prophet, YNV, Jesse, and Lonnie in the house as members. Thank you very much. It's all because of Josh. Welcome, 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 guys. If you're liking this, well, you know what to do. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate that a lot. Hope you're having an amazing time with the family. Some Corgi AI, Michael. That's another one that made a lot of money for sure. I want to pull back, and I'm going in on Crow. You're waiting on the pullback to go all in on Crow. There you go. That's good. Bro, I saw all my crypto and went all in Cronos. You think it's a smart move? Sergio, I mean, do you know what Cronos is? Do you know why we talk so vividly about CRO similar to other projects, right? It is because you enjoy what's happening inside and outside, and you're like, okay, do I want to put my money in stocks or mutual funds, or do I want to believe, and not only believe, right, but understand really what the project is doing and try to visualize a little bit in the future, a couple of years from now, and say, okay, Kraken was just sued. Binance is on the, under the watch of so many agencies here in the US and the world. There's a few other exchanges that are decently okay, but Crypto.com is the leader when it comes to regulatory compliance. Why am I kidding myself? Why am I fooling myself? I shouldn't be doing that. Crypto.com is the answer. That's for me. So I'm sharing it with you. When it comes to plays to make money, that's why I haven't exited this window. Guys, Terra Luna Classic USTC might be your degen play for some people. That's just what it is, right? And that's fine. Some people might be like, I want to be here till the end of time with LUNC because I want to see what is the highest price for this token. That's totally fine. Similar to Shiba Inu, because Shiba Inu, my friends, it's also going to take a while to delete all of that supply. That's one thing that some of us we don't want to accept. But as long as everything's great, as long as everything is kind of looking very decent and nice, then it's going to be easier to digest the truth. Right now, Shiba Inu is kind of missing as well from that pump, but I'm sure that once that pump comes in, things are going to get pretty rowdy and crazy, and I love it, guys. I love it. That's just what it is. As of now, with over 300 votes, Crypto.com Cronos is winning, and we love that, everybody. Gotta put on the glasses for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Oscar Elon better make a lot of more spaceships because we all gonna be mooning with tectonic and VVS. That's the beautiful thing, guys, because some players are degen, so you risk it and see if you make money, but some other positions are because they really bring utility to the space, to crypto, to blockchain. And you don't have to actually degen because you know they're gonna be useful for the community on chain, so you can just enjoy the price appreciation slowly but surely. I gotta tell you something. If we had something similar here in Cronos, in DeFi, many will come. Many will come, everybody. The sad reality is that we're probably not gonna see these kinds of pumps in a really long time. Why? Because we're not listed enough. Not many people want to buy in Crypto.com or Cronos. The reason why, one of the reasons LUNC and USDC had this level of pump, Binance listing. There it is. I've said it. I've said it. They're listed on Binance, guys. They can have this. So much money flows through Binance. So if you wanted to see a delicious crow pump like you've never seen before, Binance helps a lot. I gotta tell you, and that's, once your token is there, and you can just enjoy the coming and the waves of money and liquidity that they're having for sure. That's just what it is. I believe that's one of the reasons, guys, that we're seeing a bunch of help when it comes to that. But it's okay. I think I can be patient. I'm not rushing for any kind of decision. And I ask you, right, would you like to see Crypto.com listed on Binance already? And most of the crow farm, they don't want it. And that's okay. I think we know that we're slowly but surely taking a pace. And it's all going to be just fine, guys. Just fine. Right now, for me, in the last 7 days, these are the big winners for this week. We had a wonderful week when it comes to other projects. Blur took the cake after so many days with 59%. What just happened 24 hours ago put Terra Luna in the position number 2. And then we still have FTX. So Cronos was roughly around here, but it went down a bit. And you have to scroll all the way to find, there you go. There's finally Crow. So Cronos had a nice run a little bit, but at the end of the day, it ended up being down, which is totally fine. It happens a lot. Happens a lot, fam. Bring up my bubbles. This is my week, and what am I looking right now for the future, for sure. Lonnie, Oscar, can you reach out with your Cronos investor credentials and ask them to work on fixing the glitchiness on Tectonic and DeFi? Oh, if there's something going on, thank you, Lonnie, for letting me know, for sure. Go ahead and DM me on Twitter. I think that's going to be a better place for me to store this conversation, okay? Don't forget about the Venno, Oscar. That's something incredible in the Cronos chain. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that a lot. DM me as well on Twitter. I think that's a great place if you do want to make sure that your message is remembered by me because I, of course, got a lot to do. But yeah, go ahead and DM me. That's why I have those DMs open. Whoever I see the message, I remember, and then boom. Guys, don't forget that if you want to be part of the Crypto.com $1 party, the only thing you want to do is just join. We're almost about to be 400 members. And what's happening there? It's very easy. We want to make sure as many people come for the celebration that we're going to see once this token gets to $1. And it's just a great place if you have any conversations that are going to bring a lot of value. The link is it's up there, guys, if you want to join for sure. XRP boom. Appreciate it, ally. Happy to see you here. To be honest, Crow wasn't a good idea to be in Binance because they can manipulate us as he wants and bother us. Similar to what happened with FTX, of course, but FTX was really messing everything up. So Binance was not following the restrictions from the US in different countries, and FTX was the manipulation and the misappropriation of customer funds. That's really what agencies and the police, when it comes to crypto exchanges, they look at. And that's a problem they had. And I think it's going to be super awesome if crypto.com is never sued, because of those reasons. So I don't want to jinx it because that's what people are saying. It's stop talking about it. Don't jinx it. I'm like, well, guys, that's not really how it works, So everyone, can we and are we going to continue seeing these green candles? That's the question. Well, let's be completely and absolutely true about this. As you know, I like to live my life like that. Just cut to the chase. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I've seen a lot of tokens, such as USDC and LUNC, pump, but they cannot withstand that consolidation after pump price. So we're seeing it a lot. We already saw it on CoinMarketCap. It's going to be very special if you see these two tokens, right, from the Terra Luna Classic community, hold without crashing. This is the week. Let's go to the day. This is the day. So it looks basically the same because it did pump today. So that is amazing. So I'm hoping, because this price USDC has, we haven't seen it since the beginning of the year. So there's obviously some price decrease that it could have. If you believe in the project, now you know what it's capable of, right? That's what I've said a lot when it comes to Cronos. Let me show you. Look at this. Don't you think that it's time for a retracement for Cronos after seeing this? After 5 weeks of pump, and then finally we see some red. Don't you think it's time? I think it could be time. And I think here we could be even forming a bull pennant. And what happens after a bull pennant? That's a bullish pattern. And that, it indicates a price appreciation. And if we go once again and break, which is eventually what's going to happen, imagine how many people are going to be knocking our doors into wanting to come to Cronos. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. So it's a challenge. Blur was able to hold. That's one. And FTX. I think Blur and FTX, Uniswap maybe, were the few tokens that were able to withstand this week. Because as you know, we had other ones, including Caspa. Now, Caspa, where is it? Where's Caspa? Now, Caspa, I don't see it anywhere here. Let me see. Caspa, where you at, baby? There you go. Look. Here it is. Caspa is one of the losers right now. 10% down the last 7 days. You see? But Caspa at 1.3, that is not bad. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. That is not bad. Like, if you bought here, you're still holding, you're still fine. You see? So it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. I'm pretty excited to see projects that are holding, loading, chilling, looking around and saying, okay, right now was the time for USDC, LUNC. Well, maybe this week is not going to be your time. One of the biggest indicators is the Bitcoin dominance and the Bitcoin price. When the Bitcoin price looks something like this, red in an entire week, it's because whales and traders could be taking their money from Bitcoin and putting it in some tokens for degen plays. And I once again show you this one. People are doing it. Everybody does it, right? You're like, Bitcoin is not doing much right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell. I'm going to liquidate Bitcoin a little bit. I'll be back. I'll be back to Bitcoin. But let's just liquidate a little bit and then put in the money where everybody's talking about it. And then there you go. It's risky, but you could do it. It is what happens, guys. Currently investing in Crow and Harmony because of the Earn program. Kudos to you, brother. Think of FTX fail and then effect it had. Yes, for sure. Will be a big brand in the future. Absolutely. Any update on SHIB, Manny Pacquiao, and Shibarium? So far, highly recommend you watch my previous Shiba Inu video, Shiba Inu All In. I'll tell you exactly what my thoughts are. And so far, not much to worry about. It's just that, I mean, you have a decent community, great project. Now you have a layer 2 blockchain. Be patient. I know. Longer be patient. Are you kidding me? But it is what it is. You're ready to upgrade to the Jade Green card. Kudos. That's nice. When the Crow token hits $1, I'm going to get the Crow Lion as a tattoo. So you mean this token gets to $1? There you go. We got it, everybody. I'm so ready for the long lives, watching the videos, watching the price. This is just a common, normal, awesome Sunday Night Live. But you know the crazy ones we got. The markets are crashing, where the markets are pumping. You know, we come here whenever the market is here. I mean, we don't hide from any bad news whatsoever. And I'm telling you, at the moment, Crypto.com, knock on wood, although I don't have any wood right here. If I see a notice, an article that Chris Marsalek or Crypto.com are in danger of getting sued, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna make a live. I'm gonna speak my mind because I don't work for them, right? And I'm gonna make sure all the facts are straight and everything is transparent. I'm not gonna hide it from anyone, right? That was kind of what FTX wanted to do. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. No worries. Everything's fine. And a lot of people lost everything because of what the CEO was saying. That's the part. I think that a lot of people, sad but true, didn't pick up early. When your CEO is saying everything's fine, but it's not providing a lot of light to the problem, watch out. But I'm pretty excited to see how Chris, in a way, takes things, you know. He or this person, right? They don't speak too much. Rarely speak to us. But when a major overhand is removed, it's extremely well for the market. Obviously referring to Binance. Looking forward to the next chapter of its development, led by companies with required regulatory setup. And I said, it's Crypto.com time to shine. What are we waiting for? And people believe that. People liked it. Like, I mean, what else are we waiting for, right? It's time. And that's the same mentality that if you're watching here as a Terra Luna Classic holder, guys, you have to wait. You have to continue supporting. You have to continue holding and believing that there could be an opportunity for a breakout for you to make some crazy degen play money, to at least get your money back, if there's a possibility. That's for sure. They're really excited for what's to come here. There's a lot of people, a lot of great news, and well, what can I say? Pretty happy. A lot of people are, you know, for LUNC, $400 million, volume 24 hours. That's what Mr. Diamond had saying. So here, Jesus, Classy Crew. I cannot call him Jesus. That's kind of weird for me. I think I call him Classy. Talking about crypto gaming for sure. He's not all into crypto gaming. So, you know, that's another good industry that similar with NFTs. That was huge last bull market. Obviously, NFTs is not what a lot of people want to be in right now. I know from my community, from experience. But once they become hot again, you never know. You never know. Here's my Twitter fam. Go ahead and give us a follow. You let me know what anything. DM me as always. I'm trying to be as open as possible. All the links down below. And if you want some help with your moves and so, then that will be Patreon and the Discord. I got some great people there that, getting to know me and getting to know you, that's part of this as well. Chris has been embracing green energy, which probably helps him walk in the regulatory light. Actually, that's not bad. You are pretty smart. It's true. Yep, that's true. They had, if I have to remember, but if I go back to the mediums, I can remember something crypto.com, eco-friendly. Yes, you're right. Zero emissions. There you go. Yes, you're right. It's good that you guys remember. What do you think about AI Doge? I believe that's a community token, maybe one that I talked about in a sponsored video, but not much. All good. Born Brave. Those ETFs need to come kicking the bull market, or this is definitely going to be a major pullback. Let me be open to you when it comes to the ETFs. It's not that difficult to understand. A lot of people wanted to buy Bitcoin. They don't want to buy Bitcoin in the blockchain. They just want to have it on paper. What do? Create a product for that, which is called Spot Bitcoin ETF. You already have futures for Bitcoin, but they don't want futures. They want something that you can hold for life. That's why the Spot Bitcoin ETF is very important, because there's going to be a lot of institutional retail investors interested in that. And that's it. It's not like crypto or Bitcoin need the ETFs to survive. That's not what this is all about. It's just that once you open this product to the world, people are going to stop looking at Bitcoin weird. And here's one reason. Tell me in the comments, how many Bitcoin TV ads have you seen? Go. How many TV ads have you seen? Bitcoin TV ads. 0. None. There's no Bitcoin TV ads. Why will they be Bitcoin TV ads? No purpose. What am I trying to say here? That's something they cannot sell yet. When BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, Franklin, ARK, and the rest have Bitcoin ETFs, Spot, let's sell. Come by. We want the fees. That's when you're going to see the masses know about Bitcoin, and they will make a choice. Should I buy with them? Should I buy on the blockchain? And that's when a lot of people will come to the blockchain. They'll also go to BlackRock and all of that, because they will be like, you could be more secure with us. Go to on-chain, the Wild West, you might get your money lost. Come here, we protect you. I mean, I somewhat already know, guys, how bad or how good it's going to be for some people. And well, that's called freedom at the end of the day. Emily, happy to see you, Emily. Welcome. Hope you had a delicious Thanksgiving. Yes. Like I'm saying, guys, like the title says and everything, it's been a crazy week. We had Thanksgiving, we had Kraken, we had Binance, we had CC, we had Formula One, the last race. Anyone saw it? F1 for Formula One, Abu Dhabi. Who is it? Red Bull won, basically, with Bybit. That's their crypto exchange sponsor, Bybit. So there's a lot of people, getting into this space, and I'm pretty excited. At the end of the day, it's really, really good. Fill your bags and your position, because when the bull run comes, it will be like no other institutional liquidity will take over. You believe BlackRock has announced plans for a massive spot Bitcoin ETF campaign. There you go, Robert. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. It's exactly what I'm saying right now. Exactly what I'm saying right now. How many Bitcoin TV ads have you seen? Like, for reals? None? Like, not many? Why? Well, because they still cannot sell it legally and with all the back, what do you call it? The backup from the SEC and the government. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I also heard this angle. And the angle was that BlackRock destroyed Binance. I'm sure that you heard that too. I didn't talk about it. I didn't consider myself prudent to talk about it, but I just wanted to give you 2 cents on it. I think the argument is like Binance was the number one leader when it comes to exchange, and it still is, but it's just like the top of the cream, like the top of everything, Binance. But now that they got sued and they got charged and CC no longer can operate as a CEO and all of that, if you remember, BlackRock listed in the ETF page website and they registered with Coinbase, right? So BlackRock is getting the help from Coinbase to get it all set up, get it all nice and beefy. So once it's live, you have a big top tier crypto exchange helping you out in those little different issues. Is that a way to get the US in charge of the crypto industry? That was kind of like the angle that I was hearing a lot. That BlackRock tried to dethrone Binance, and it's trying to do it slowly but surely. Now, that's just me telling you my 2 cents. You will be, of course, the ones deciding for yourself. But if you have an opinion, of course, let me know. Really looks like USDC can repeg. Exciting. Hey, well, we talked about a USDC in length today and LUNC, and I gotta tell you, there's a lot of people watching now, and I'm super excited for it. It's really good. You expect PACA, you expect much bigger crow pump when Binance easy resign, fine, etc. That's why we're buying under 10 cents. That's the way it's supposed to go. If you guys do the math, Crow should easily surpass $1 with the amount of users and CDC you need to grow and transact. Why do you think I've been so bullish on Cronos, guys? And I already posted the Telegram $1crypto.com group. Don't miss it. Join and join the conversation for sure, guys. My fam, it is exciting. It is exciting. And I posted this and I mean, got a lot of views because it's true. Binance CEO, plead guilty criminal charges, 4.3 billion under a deal worked with the Justice Department. CC resigned. So that's it. Who will take over as a top secure use crypto exchange? Only but crypto.com. If that's the case, there's going to be a lot of people ready. It's going to be a big news and everything ready for this exchange to take over and to continue listening. One thing I'll tell you, it's not perfect, but just by keeping an exchange outside of the drama, that's one of the best commodities and the best utility you've seen. If your exchange is in drama, if it's sued, if it's in the midst of a lot of issues in the United States, chances are you're not going to be pleased by a lot of the community. And that's one of the awesome value propositions you can talk about when it comes to this exchange, right? So, point. What's going on, Crow? For some reason, major YouTubers don't talk about Crow like Fight Club. Christmas pump will push 20 to 27 cents. It's all about that Bitcoin ETF approval for sure. Or if whales continue looking around or they come to Crow once again, or tectonic, the DeFi space, that'll be amazing. There are 2 tokens that once they start pumping, crypto is going to get once again really nice and ready. I think LUNC and Terra Luna Classic and USDC, it's part of it. It's not everything, not for the most part. But the 2 that I'm talking about is Shiba Inu and XRP. XRP has had 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly about 3 weeks of quietness. Once we start seeing those green, be ready. And Shiba Inu, once Shiba Inu starts brewing once again, oh man, Like I saw it, guys. When Cronos was pumping with no stop, was decent. I liked it. We did the best we can to bring as many community members as possible, but it's just not the same as if Bitcoin or XRP rallies. So I think we have to accept that we're not there yet in the minds of everyone, but it will get there eventually. And I'm going to help make that happen. Everyone, there it is. Beautiful 1 hour with 17 seconds on the dot. What do you guys think about this? I am so happy, and it's all because I want to give credit to whom credit is due. Where you are, brother? Well, I can always go to the funding. Credit to Josh Beetle for bringing more and more and more members. But thank you also for the members who want to always subscribe and want always to continue your memberships and bring more people. Today, with over 400 votes, the one and the winner is Cronos. Second place, we have LUNC, XRP, and at the end, Bitcoin. Don't forget, everyone, we have one FOMC, one CPI, before the FOMC, of course, and about 34, 35 more days in this year. So that's looking for us very nice and attractive, passing $40,000. Can we pass $40,000? My answer is yes. I hope you're going to be here with us, joining us for more videos. If you subscribe with notifications on, you won't miss an update, and YouTube is going to like you even more because they always miss some of you. But that helps. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Make sure you like the video before you leave. Thanks, guys, for everything once again. I mean, honestly, you guys make it so much interesting here, and there's going to be a lot of things going on. And I'll keep you updated with every single one of them. That's the way we roll here with Oscar Ramos. Sunday Night Live. This is the picture. This is the picture of this week. The winner of this week pump was Blur with 60%. In second place, we have LUNC. Kudos to LUNC, gosh. LUNC dropping some big bombs, right? USDC as well. So kudos to all the community. I mean, I think that was amazing. So if we see Cronos back in those levels, back in that spot, Oscar Ramos is going to get insane as always. So, but that's what we love, everybody. That's part of the show. Regardless, all of you 200 plus people watching, whether you are in on this or not, do not waste your time, guys. There's going to be a live when 2,000 people are going to be watching us. And those people will have the same questions you have. But the beautiful thing is that you are going to be ahead of them. And you will already have your positions ready while they become your exit liquidity or your new liquidity for those who are holding or about to sell. The choice is yours. Please be safe, everybody. Thanks a lot for your awesome support. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Now in the US and Black Friday and all of that, Now in the US, we're already on Christmas. After Thanksgiving, that's it. It's all Christmas from now. So we'll be looking some pretty sexy stuff here and price movements. Saying goodbye with the crow. With the crow pillow. I love it, man. Take it easy, everybody. Appreciate your kind support. Thanks, Ken, Francisco, Chris, Kevin, Lonnie. You're awesome, man. Paka, Crow Believers, of course. I'll keep you updated with everything because there's a lot going on. And oh boy, things are bringing more surprises. Peace. Let's go.